Hi, welcome to the vlog. I just got my hair done and yes, I went blonder. We also did some like face framing. I think she called it like curtain bangs or something, but I feel so myself right now. I was waiting to grow it out because I had so much damage from going blonde last time. I had like the postpartum hair loss and stuff like that. So the fact that I was able to get this done, like it's just a little thing that I did for myself that it makes me feel really good. I just feel more myself when I have some blonde toned, and I honestly love what she did to my hair. I will link her down below. She's like, I think she's the bubbly hairdresser, but if you're in North Carolina, like Charlotte area, I'll link her stuff down below. She was really great and really sweet. I am so exhausted though. It's like 2:15 and all of a sudden, like when she started blow drying my hair, I was just getting so sleepy, and she had mentioned how it is like white noise for people, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what it is. I put Bryson down with white noise and I think that's why. I'm just like, all of a sudden I'm exhausted, so I think I'm gonna go get a Celsius. I am about to do a thing that I came across called a life audit. It's essentially going through parts of your life and just auditing where things that are working, things that are not working. Something that I've been wanting to do since everything happened was to just kind of get my life in order and figure out, like, I'm a little unfulfilled. I don't really know why. I feel like I need to work on myself, and I'm gonna be doing some deep work. I think I want to create a series around this just to document, not only for myself, but for anyone else that wants to go through this journey with me. It's just gonna be like a healing diaries of some sort, just really focusing inward. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was this life audit. I thought that was like such a cool concept. Before we dive in though, I do want to say a huge shout out to our sponsor, which is Fabric by Gerber Life. First of all, I think Bryson's a little Gerber baby. I think he looks like him. But essentially, one of the portions of the life audit is based around your finances, and that's something that I've always wanted to work on a little bit better for myself, but also for Bryson. And one of my professors in college gave me his best life advice. He was like, invest as early as you can, just because when you invest your money or your time or anything like that, it will grow with you. You'll never regret starting early. You'll always regret not starting early enough. I've always tried my best to invest my money in ways that are easy, that I don't really have to think about, because it can be super confusing and time consuming to figure out finances and investing and all that. So it goes right over my head a lot of the times. So Fabric by Gerber Life makes it super easy for you, and it's specifically for your children, which I find awesome. Like, there's nothing better than investing in my son's future and to make it as easy as possible for him and to give him the best opportunities. I don't know if you've ever heard of the term compounding interest, but essentially what it means is like all of your investments get automatically like reinvested, so you can potentially just make more and more and more. So that's the benefit of starting now. I like Fabric because it's made for parents by parents. The whole thing is to make it as simple as possible. It's all mobile, it's all digital, and this account can grow with your kids. So not only can they have them when they're like children, but when they go through college, or if they're adults and you know, transfer it over to them, they can keep investing in it. It's just something solely for your children that you can do for them to make their life a little bit easier. It's something I wish my parents did. Everyone wishes that they had some sort of financial buffer when they're just starting out in life, because obviously you learn a lot when you're younger. You're not as smart when it comes to money, so this is just something that you can do for them today to make their life better financially in the future, which it's a no-brainer. Who doesn't want that for their children? It's only $3 a month for one account, and if you open up 2 or more, it's $5 a month. There's tax advantages, low monthly administrative fees, no commission, penalty-free withdrawals. I will link them down below. If you guys want to try out Fabric, if you just go to meetfabric.com/Renee, that's MEET fabric.com/RENEE, to start today, to invest in your kids' future. Get it going, start it now, start it as early as possible for them, for you. You're investing in your child's future now. And I think this is really awesome. So I will link them down below. A huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. Now when it comes to the life audit, there's these different topics. And I thought this would be a really good exercise to kind of just figure out a starting point. But I think it's so important to also figure out like the actions that you're gonna take to fix these or work on them. These are all just things for your well-being, right? To make you the best version of yourself and to make you as fulfilled as possible. And I think this will give me a good starting point to where I should be placing my energy and time in terms of where I want to create action around my day-to-day and like what I can focus on and work on. I just spent the majority of my morning and my afternoon journaling outside, which was really nice because I've been craving just being slow. I have no energy or drive to pretty much do things. So like, I guess this is doing things, but it's, I don't know, my mind is just very much on a slower pace right now. And I honestly got a little overwhelmed with my scoring on the life audit. It kind of just like put things in perspective on paper, which is good because I know now like parts of my life that I would need to work on. But it was kind of, honestly, I would say devastating to watch me score all these like lower numbers where I know I can be happier in, and I know that it's me getting in the way. I know it's like me, and I'm really, my whole goal right now is to figure out like, how can I fix this internally? Because I am sick of feeling this way. I'm so tired of like getting in my way. Like, I feel like it is me. It is. So I had done this visual aid with each life audit. So instead of just giving myself the low score and seeing that on paper and getting like really depressed from that, I was like, how can I visualize like my most optimal self in each one of these categories? And I just kind of visualized and wrote out like a paragraph about each subtopic too within the topics where I want to strive to be. And I wrote it in a way that's like, I'm like already there. And that was really helpful. I like really felt the feelings and I got excited rather than looking at the low scores and just being like, wow, this sucks. Like, I'm like, I know what I'm working towards now a little bit better, and I felt the feelings when I was journaling that. So I don't know, I think this life audit thing is great to do, but just make sure that you're including the visual aid, otherwise it can be kind of like boohoo, Crimey River feeling, which I had yesterday, and I honestly did not feel the best after doing that. But now I feel a little bit more level-headed with the life audit. But right now, I think I'm going to focus on something that's been driving me nuts, and that's just like, we have so much space in this house, and there's just a lot of clutter, which is so not like me. I've gotten, honestly, out of hand when it comes to just stuff. Like, there's just a lot of things going on, and that is driving me insane. And instead of sitting here bitching and complaining about it, like, I need to do something about it. So I think I'm gonna go just focus on that for the next few days, just minimizing and creating a more organized space within all these nooks and crannies of this home, because right now it's like, it's not like the ideal setup, and it's kind of stressing me out having just lots of stuff and clutter within all the cabinets and stuff. So I think I'm going to start with the kitchen. I need to get dressed and like rinse off, but I think I'm going to do like just a deep organization of the kitchen right now, and then we'll take it room by room. So I finished cleaning and organizing the kitchen last night and it looks so good. I feel so much better in here. It was just too much stuff going on, honestly, and I went through all the drawers that were driving me nuts and just things I was throwing in, and I just completely reorganized and like rearranged the whole kitchen. Redid the pantry, so like our snacks are now at arm's length. They used to be like way up there, and I just kind of organized things to make more sense. So it feels really good. We've now got our little coffee station over here. I made a little coffee drawer. We've got the coffee mugs right here. It just looks and feels really good, and coming in here this morning, it just felt nice. This has been driving me nuts for a while now, and like I said, instead of complaining and bitching about it, I was like, I'm just gonna take a day and do it, and it honestly just made my morning so good. I instantly feel better, which is awesome. So this is your sign if there is a room or space that you feel uncomfortable in because you're stressed or it's just disorganized. It's just one less thing off your plate. I recommend to just reorganize and take your time and just like deep clean, make it make sense. It makes your life a whole lot easier, and it just eliminates that one extra added stressor. So it feels more livable in here. So the next thing I'm going to tackle is this closet. You can tell like literally we just throw things in here. I am literally probably one of the most organized people ever, so something like this drives me actually insane. So I'm gonna tackle this, organize it a little bit better. All right, this is like 100 times better. Got all this trash. That felt real good. All right, so this one is gonna be the real bad boy. Like, I have been just throwing so much shit in here. It's honestly just baby stuff that I need to organize for what we're keeping and what we're not. It's things that Bryson has grown out of, but we wanted to keep for future babies. So this one is a little bittersweet just because everything and how it went down. So I've been kind of pushing this off. I was gonna do this when I was pregnant actually and get like excited, but now I think I'm gonna look at all this stuff and just get kind of sad. So yeah, this one's gonna be one to tackle. All right, still looks like a hot mess, but there's a method now. Much more organized, even though it doesn't look like it. I promise you it is. There's bins now. I went to Target, I picked a few of those up. I organized them. We've got like first year toys, pregnancy stuff, clothing. My memory box I consolidated into one. Like, it just looks and feels so much more put together. I will say though that made me super emotional. Like, you honestly don't really realize, I know everyone says this, but it goes by so fast. And going through all of his like baby stuff is just like super emotional. And the NICU, like, I wanted him to grow so bad, like so much. I was like, I just want him to grow. I want him to get to his first birthday. Like, I just want to see progress. And that's just like the NICU premature mother in me. But now I like look back and I'm like, I wish I could be there in that moment. Just one more day. He's just so big. And it sucks like putting everything away because I'm like, am I even gonna be able to bring it out ever again? All his little toys, and I remember like seeing his progress slowly, and it was just such good moments. And he's just like a big boy now, and it makes me so emotional. But with that said, I'm gonna go for a quick run because I need to get all these like thoughts out of my head. I don't want to just sit inside and cry all day, so I'm gonna go for a run. We're going to Florida this weekend, so I have to pack and get stuff ready. There's a lot of things to look forward to. I'm excited to be back home in Florida. I miss it, honestly, like a lot, especially during the summertime, like when the sun comes out and all that. It's just a little isolating here, and so I'm excited to be around like the hustle and bustle again. My aunt actually lives where we used to live, so it's gonna be cool to like go back and kind of just feel at home a little bit again. But this was like really satisfying. I don't know, there's something about decluttering and like organizing that when my thoughts are all over the place and I just am not there mentally, being able to like physically organize things somehow makes me feel like a lot better, even though my brain and my mind and my thoughts are still all over the place. It's like one less thing that is out of order in my life, and it just feels good to finally tackle those projects that I keep putting off and I didn't want to do. So yeah, I feel a lot better, and even I swear to you guys, like this is gonna make me feel so good for the next few days, which is so worth it right now. Like every little thing helps. So I'm glad that I did this. Alright, I just got back from my run and I feel so good. I did an outdoor run, which was nice. I've been like loving the sun. It's been saving me, honestly. Like yesterday, just sitting in the sun and doing my work, I got like a little something. But it just really, I kid you not, like just changes my mindset so fast. If I were to have any sort of takeaway from this video, would be getting out in the sun, like getting that vitamin D, getting the sunlight, just being outside. Literally like a night and day shift. The other day I didn't go out at all and I went down this rabbit hole. I started arguing with people. I was very angry, very anxious, and just like not myself. And then the next day I sat in the sun and did some work out there and immediately like just had a better day. I did more things, I had more energy to do more things, I felt happier, I felt more lively and hopeful, which is something I've been kind of lacking lately. And then the second thing I would say is to just declutter and minimize your life. I have a huge pile of just like Goodwill stuff now, which feels so good because I just get so overwhelmed with my environment and the external environment that I'm around all the time. Like it really affects me so much. I don't know if you guys are the same way or if I'm just weird. If it's not clean, organized, and like structured, I feel unsettled. So I hope that this can help. I love you guys so much and I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye. I gotta sit down. You're making my head spin and I can't seem to figure out how you can be so sweet. 1 minute we're kissing in the rain, the next time in a drought.